You ever heard about Max Brosmer? Max Brosmer, he might be even better than JJ McCarthy. I don't know. Have you ever heard about Jay? Did you know that he played for the Gophers and he went in and blah!
Randy Moss. Oh my goodness!
Welcome to the Viking Age podcast. It's the official podcast of the VikingAge.com. My name is Chris Schad. I write for FanSided and Zone Coverage. He is Adam Patrick, managing editor of the Viking Age and lead editor for the NFL division at FanSided. We do this right here on the Viking Age YouTube channel every Tuesday and Friday morning. We are also in podcast form on Apple and Spotify the very next day. But however you consume us, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe so you never miss a new episode and we can spread the word to the masses. On today's episode, all JJ McCarthy wants for Christmas is to stay on the field. Second one, drop the balls with lots of fury. Fa la 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 la. And don't forget to set your Starbucks and Metallica CDs out in a couple of nights because Dan Campbell is coming to town. All of that in today's episode. But first, let's not bury the lead. JJ McCarthy banging his hand on a helmet, fumbling, pissing off Kevin O'Connell again. And getting hurt and giving the keys to Max Brosmer, who will probably start on Christmas Day. Fuck my life. So let's talk. Good news is there's no broken bones for McCarthy. Bad news is he can't grip a football right now, which is not ideal. You know what? Here's what I just think about it.
Yep.
It's over, isn't it? Is it over? Because it seems like it's either over or a lot of people want it to be over or something. But
the JJ McCarthy experience?
Yes, it does not seem like he will be the starting quarterback in 2026, at least maybe not going into the season, but not great.
I don't know. I don't really know what their other options are that are like legitimate or like could actually help this franchise, or if that's even their goal. Right now, I think after this season, the goal is to get back in the playoffs in 2026, and if that means signing Aaron Rodgers or signing or trading for another backup or signing Jacoby Brissett or something like that, or trading for Kyler Murray, like if that's what you think can get you in the playoffs and whatever, but. If you still want to focus on the future and build for the future, then JJ McCarthy deserves another shot. Plus, he's 5-4 as a starter this year, so it's not like the Vikings are playing bad with him out there. He's had some bad moments because of inexperience and not getting the reps, but we've seen as he's gone along, like he was playing pretty well yesterday before he got hurt. So it was a shame to see him go out. But I think you can put an injury prone label on him right now. I'm not sure if the hand injury is like reoccurring because he did hurt it. He banged it on someone's helmet in week 2 on a Falcons player, and then he hurt it. What was it, the Ravens game? And he had to wear that the cast, as I think Kevin Seifert just described it. He had his arm in a sling for the Bear. No, he had a little padding on his hand for the Bears game. Or was that the Packers game? Did he hurt his hand in the Bears game and then he wore padding on for the Packers? I think for the Packers game he might have.
No, he banged his hand against the Ravens because I was at that game.
Yeah.
And
then after that he couldn't throw because he couldn't grip the ball. So for whatever reason, his hand just keeps hitting players' helmets. I don't know if that's like a follow-through thing or it's just freak accidents that keep happening. I feel like we're more worried about him when he throws the ball now than he does when he runs the ball and dives head first into everybody and gets touchdowns, because he's fine after he does that. He comes up and he does the gritty and everyone's pumped up, but like him throwing the ball apparently is more risky than him running into everybody. But I don't know. I would like to see. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to play on Thursday, and I don't know if it was up to him. I feel like he'd probably try and play. But I don't know. At this point, like, if you're Kevin O'Connell, like, Who cares? Season's over. You're not making the playoffs. Like you're gonna finish third or fourth place. Your draft position's not really gonna get any that much higher, that much lower right now. Kind of in the middle, no matter what. Um, yeah. Do you worry about like further injuring it? Yeah, fine. But then guess what? He can have surgery on it and be healed before what, like OTAs. So like, but if he truly can't like grip the football, yeah, then that's a problem. But then we get to see Max Brosmer go against a Lions defense that I will say is much less scarier than the Seahawks defense on the road. So I will give Max Brosmer that and give him, a little boost of confidence there. But I'm not out personally on JJ McCarthy. I would like to see him start next year as the starter. I would like to see them bring in someone who is a more legitimate like if they brought in Jacoby Brissett, I'd be fine with that. Like that as their backup, and like if McCarthy struggles and they have to bench him or whatever, then put him in. Um, but I don't think they need to trade any assets for like a Mac Jones or a Kyler Murray or even sign Aaron Rodgers. But it's not up to me. That's up to what the Vikings decision makers want to do. If Kwesi is even still there to make that decision, so we will have to see what happens.
You did ask the rhetorical question, who cares? But I do have an answer for it. The Wilfs.
Yeah.
The Wilfs care.
Yeah.
They want to win every game, super competitive, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I don't think they're connected with reality in a lot of these times. It's just, it's frustrating. It's really frustrating to see the light bulb kind of come on. I mean, he was feeding Justin Jefferson early in the game. The interception was another drop by another receiver, which is driving me insane. Like it's beyond explanation at this point.
Mhm.
Like I don't think, I'm disappointed with McCarthy and he's got to play better. That's 100% true. But also this supporting cast has pissed me off beyond belief because catch the ball. Just catch the ball. I don't care. Oh my God, he throws it so hard. The fastball. You're a wide receiver. Catch the ball.
Well, there's
That's all
that.
I want.
There's that, and then people complain about, they haven't had enough time to work together. Like if you're talking about Justin Jefferson or some other people, it's like, do we remember how many quarterbacks Randy Moss played with during his career? Because it wasn't 2. It was a lot. And guess what? He was really good because you know what? He caught the ball. So like, it's like there's a lot of excuses being put out for these receivers whose job it is to catch the ball when, it's like, oh, JJ just, put a little touch on it. Stop throwing it so hard. And it's like, or just catch the ball because you're a professional. You're playing in the NFL, football at the highest level. Your job should be to catch the ball no matter what. That's your skill. Just do it.
Yeah. And Pro Football Focus only charged the Vikings with 1 drop, but I think earlier in the game, yeah, that was super weird when I saw that too. Because I think earlier in the game when they do their in-game grading, and then they take it down like 2 hours afterwards, and then they do.
Don't just leave it up and then make changes if you have to later. I don't. Yeah, it's weird.
Right, which is very annoying as writers. Like we're just like, hey, we were using that, guys.
Right.
But yeah, apparently Jalen Nailors was the only drop, but Jordan Addison.
Wait. Jalen Nailors wasn't. Addison's wasn't. What? What?
I said Jalen Nailor.
Yeah, I know.
Had a drop.
Yeah, and Addison's wasn't.
Yeah, Addison's wasn't the one in the end zone where JJ McCarthy throws a touchdown pass. It was a touchdown, and Stoney McGee freaking lets it hit the turf.
Yeah.
So
he needs to stick him on his hands like the kid from Little Giants.
They got to do something. I don't know. They extra time on the jugs machine. Just it hasn't been there. It's not just him either. It's Hawkinson. It's Adam Thielen. It's whatever. Like it's not an excuse. Like I know he throws the ball hard. There are other quarterbacks who throw the ball hard. Catch the ball. And the other thing too, this team, the vibes are just so damn weird right now. So there was a play. Of course, the play that McCarthy fumbled got all the attention because he couldn't grip the ball. He tried to dirt it. Ball hung up in the air, and it was scooped up by Tyler Nubin, and he scored another gopher. Yay. But it happened a couple plays before, and they went to Brian O'Neill because a lot of people said, hey, why isn't Brian O'Neill touching anybody on this play? And he went, I did my job. What are you guys talking about? It's a screen. Like, yeah, go somewhere else, losers. Like, I don't know. I'm done with this team. I'm done with them. I want them to go away. I've had enough. I cannot handle any more Kevin O'Connell coach speak or, Justin Jefferson. Oh, look at him. He's such a good soldier out there. Look at Justin Jefferson. I hope he gets 1,000 yards. And then I go on Twitter and I go look at Justin Jefferson and I drafted him on my fantasy team and he's not doing anything for me in fantasy football.
I've started him every week and he has done nothing, but I stayed committed. So
I'm done. I'm toast.
Yeah.
It has ruined other games for me. I can barely watch, like, Colts and Niners are playing tonight. Not going to watch that shit show.
Philip Rivers. Yeah. It's okay. I completely understand, and I'm fine with you being done. I mean, I would probably too if like I didn't have to cover this for a living. I probably wouldn't watch the last two games, especially if Brosman's playing. No offense to that kid, but like,
how about this? I'm done being invested.
Yeah.
How's that? Like, I have to write too and do this and everything else, but I mean, I'm mentally done.
We're still gonna watch. But like, I don't know. I think I've gotten older and watched this team more, and I have kids and stuff. Like, I feel like my perspective on this team has changed a lot. Where I don't like, I'm kind of sad when they lose and when JJ gets hurt now and stuff, and I'm happier when they win. But like, I feel like in the past, maybe like before kids and maybe even before I was married, like I would be pissed off for like a good handful of days, like after the Vikings lost. And now I'm just like, whatever, they lost. It's a game. Like, I'm gonna watch next week. I'm not gonna not watch this team. I'm not gonna root for them. So right now, I just, at this point in my life, maybe it's sad, but like I just root for like a competitive game. Like on Thursday, if Brosmer plays, I just want it to be, I want to be entertained. And first off, Sunday was not entertaining. I do not, I don't, I would not be offended if Vikings fans like tuned out that game like halfway through, because that was ugly football. They played the Giants. They didn't play like a good the Giants were not a good defense, and they scored 16 points. And then Jackson Dart, my God, like the Giants didn't even want him to throw. And then when he did, it wasn't good. He threw for 33 yards. People would like rag on JJ McCarthy for having that like 89 yards against the Pack. He threw for 3 times the amount of yards Jackson Dart threw yesterday. So like, and then, Giants fans complain because they want Jackson Dart to stop running around. That's what it's going to look like if you don't let him do that. So I don't know. That team's got that. When you're a Vikings fan, you see a team like that too. It's like, oof, this is not that bad. Like it could be a lot worse. Where like, I don't know. Maybe they're rock bottom. They have a top draft pick. They maybe have a quarterback, but they have to go find a new head coach. They should find a new GM. And like that ownership, that team has just been in like shambles for more than a decade. So, it could be worse, but I don't know. Maybe Vikings fans want just to be that worse so they can get that low and then maybe climb their way up. But I don't know. Whatever happens at this point. Maybe it's the Californian in me now too is just like, whatever, bro. Like, whatever happens. But I don't know. I'll be watching on Thursday. Maybe not because it's a busy day. But I'll still watch highlights and stuff, and then I'll watch the game against the Packers, and then I'll be ready for the off season, which is looking like it's going to be a lot more exciting than the actual season, which is a lot of times the case for the Vikings.
I don't even care about the off season.
Oh right no,
I know, and I know, yeah, that's like the most fun. But I mean, maybe this is another case of me getting older where it's just like whatever they do, like it could all only blow up in their face. Like maybe it's a fatalist approach or whatever.
What
But
draft pick is Quasey going to miss on this year? Like,
correct. But what free agent lemon are we going to sign and
Mhm.
stick him in the middle of the offensive line? Ryan Kelly, concussion number 6. Congratulations on that one.
Yeah, it's gonna you gotta retire. You gotta retire.
It's not a joking matter, but
No,
like
he shouldn't. He probably shouldn't have gone back out after the second concussion he had this year.
well, and that's the thing too. He's on his Instagram, and maybe he's just trying to make light of a bad situation. But he's like, "Hey, look at my big helmet. This is pretty funny." It's like, no, dude. Like, wait, this is not good. Like, why are you out there in a game that does not matter? And maybe his response would be, "I have another year left on my contract," and also too, people that age, towards the end of his career, it's like all they know is playing football from, when they're a kid through high school, through college, everything else. Like football is their life. And they don't, what happens when I'm done playing? Like, what am I going to do? And a lot of players struggle with that. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, it just gets back to whatever they do, whatever they come up with. I'm not so sold it's going to work. Are you going to fight? Like, where are you going to trade? I'm so flustered. I can't even spit it out. Like,
no, I understand.
You want to trade for Aaron Rodgers? Do you want to go sign Aaron Rodgers? Go sign Kyler Murray, Jacoby Brissett. That'll be the answer. Like, I'm pissed off about this team.
Is this how Twins fans feel? Like,
no, because the Vikings spend money.
Okay.
But you're right though. I mean, as far as in season goes, because one of the hallmarks of Rocco Baldelli's tenure was that they would get off to solid starts. They'd be in playoff contention like into August or whatever. And then shit would just get weird. And people, Carlos Correa would be in the press, calling all the young guys out. And then Royce Lewis would be like, what are you talking about? Yeah, Twins down bad. Let's see. Just going around the
Wild are doing good.
Wild are doing good. They did get wrecked on Sunday, but they were playing the Avalanche. We're all preparing for another first round exit because the NHL's out to get us with the playoff format. So there is
the Wolves beat the Thunder, right? The other day.
That was exciting. I don't know. December wins don't really do much for me.
No.
It's just kind of like
it's like being first place in baseball in May, being first place in football in October. Like, they're long seasons for a reason. Like, after the last couple of weeks, I wonder if the football season's too long because there's no players left to go on the field. Gardner Minshew he didn't tear his ACL, but he hurt his knee yesterday, a week after Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL, and they had I don't even know who the quarterback was that they played on Sunday.
Put some respect on Chris Oladokun's name, former South Dakota State Jackrabbit.
It sounds like the Street Fighter effect, like Oladokun.
That movie looks awesome, by the way. Have you seen the trailer?
Yes, I did.
It's yes.
Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. Yeah, I had no idea who that was. I thought it was a created player from college football 2014 or something. I had no idea who that was. And then we got the Christmas games this week, which could be Josh Johnson against Dak Prescott, Max Brosmer against Jared Goff, and then Oladokun against Bo Nix. Woo! So excited for all those games. And then you got Tyler Huntley playing for the Ravens now. I know the Dolphins are out of it, but yeah, Quinn Ewers in there. It just is it seems like this season is just more stars have gone down this year, I feel like, than a while, but I'm sure I'm wrong because injuries happen every year in football. Last year, who were those? Joe Burrow was out last year. So I don't know. I just feel like there's no one left.
The island games have just been terrible. Like I think maybe that's like part of it too, where it's just like, hey, we got Commanders Dolphins on at 8 a.m. Like, I don't want to watch this. What are we doing here? Like, this is awful.
Like
But
Bears, I feel like Bears Packers was good on Saturday, but that
that was
wasn't
a banger.
really. Was that an island game? I guess it was because it was the only game
Yeah.
at that time.
Bears fans still getting after us, by the way, because you do the little graphics for our YouTube thing.
Oh yeah, because
Bears are frauds,
yeah,
like from 6 weeks ago, and people are still
whatever.
on it. Like,
it's engagement. That's
we
what we're here for.
know how this movie ends.
Yeah,
Like,
we're just trying to be like Cowherd, like 1 week we like Bo Nix, or 1 week we hate him and think Sean Payton wants a different quarterback. Next week we think Bo Nix is the next John Elway. So we're just trying to keep up with all the opposites of the opposite over here.
You do know, and if we're talking about other teams, because that's where we're at with the Vikings. Like, who cares about that?
Yeah, they played.
Yeah, they played. They won. I don't know. Is there anything else you really want to go over with Vikings Giants?
Who's going to make the Pro Bowl? Isn't that announced tonight? I think the Vikings might get one player.
Isn't the Pro Bowl just like a water gun fight now or something? Or
yeah, it's the Pro Bowl games. Andrew DePaulo, I think, is probably going to be the only one. Maybe Justin Jefferson, just because of who he is. Here's my question: did you watch the post game, the speech or whatever from Kevin O'Connell last night?
No.
After the game, he gave a game ball to Justin Jefferson. Has anyone ever gotten a game ball for having like the least exciting receiver stats than Justin Jefferson, who had six catches for like 82 yards? He was like, this guy's been tough, he's hanging in there, just been a great leader. Here we go, 6 catches, 82 yards, Justin Jefferson. I'm like, why are you giving him a game ball?
He's mailing it in too. He knows there's not much he can say at this point. It's just
he gave one to him. He gave one to the entire defense. Aaron Jones, because he toughed it out. I think that's it.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's great.
Good guy.
I'm that's where I'm at. It's just like every time there's outcomes and scenarios and outcomes. I really want to punch Kwesi in the face, but I gave him a game ball and said, like, draft better, you idiot. And he told me to shut up. And I'm so done. I am so done.
Yeah, because it's not even real. Like, we could go in and like analyze like the play JJ McCarthy got rocked on, the fact that they were like passing near the end of the half when they were up 10 points, when they could have probably just run the ball and run the clock. Well, they did. They called timeouts to save time, and then they ran the ball to run clock off when they got the ball on offense, which didn't make any sense. And then they started to pass. Like, the whole that whole drive was just weird, but it doesn't matter because doesn't matter.
It's a glorified preseason game at this point.
It was. And that's what it felt like watching it yesterday too.
I will say this though. If I am sick of the Vikings, do we need to do hold
nope.
up? Do we need to do no? Okay. I will say this though. I am sick of the Vikings, but D3 football, man, is where it's at. Because my alma mater, UW River Falls, with their little enrollment of 5,000, is going to the D3 national championship game. Let me tell you about Wisconsin River Falls here. I'm going to sound like John Gruden, but it's awesome. They played John Hopkins on Saturday, and this was the best game.
Johnny Hopkins
lighting it up.
I smoked Johnny Hopkins.
Let me tell you what happened here. Late in the fourth quarter, River Falls gets called for a penalty. Don't have the names in front of me, but it was illegal touching, which is a loss of down penalty. That happened on third down. So it was 3rd and 7. Penalty happens, 5-yard penalty, 4th and 12. My Falcons, I'll call them my Falcons. I haven't watched a River Falls football game in years.
Yeah, why would you?
Exactly. Well, they haven't. So they're before
They're not
2021
on
when they went.
ESPN.
Correct. Before 2021, they went 9-2 that year. Before that, their last winning season was in the year 2000, not the Conan O'Brien joke.
In
Just
the year
yes.
2000.
So, and it was kind of a trip too, because they would show like little areas of River Falls, like they showed downtown. And I was like, yeah, I puked in those bushes once. Like people don't know about a downtown night in River Falls, going down to ground zero, getting yourself a big leader, slamming that thing, going over to the dance floor at Boomers, crying because your crush won't dance with you on the thing. Not me. I mean, I just saw other people and I laughed at them, whatever. Then you go down to Holiday, you get your sandwich, piss down your leg, bite your lip open, and go into a chuck wagon. Again, I would never do anything like that. I am a very very college Chris was a very tame individual. Outside of that, so it was 3rd and 7, legal touching penalty. It's 4th and 12. So they have the offense still on the field. Bold choice, whatever. There's about 3 minutes left. Quarterback scrambles for 7 yards. He's short of the first down, gets out of bounds. Everybody's like, what the hell? They didn't know it was 4th down. They thought it was still 3rd down because the ref's mic was cut off. So the ref said, hey, loss of down, but they thought it was still 3rd down because they're like, okay, 5-yard penalty. So they're furious. John Hopkins, I think they went 3 and out, but they punted. So like it was 3rd and I don't know, medium from their own 19-yard line. Looks like the game's going to overtime at 41-41. Super entertaining game. Caleb Blaha, I probably just butchered his name, but Caleb Blaha lobs it up for Blake Rohr, who catches it. 79-yard touchdown in the final minute to fuel a 48-41 victory. Some are calling it the Raymer reception. Others are calling it the River Falls Miracle. Yep. I prefer the first one. But they'll play North Central Illinois, who has been a dynasty at the D3 level. And also, River Falls, if you're like, this is boring, Chris, why are you talking about this? Why don't you talk about more about your drunk Saturday nights? I would love to. Top Gun offense, which sounds badass. You're like, what is that?
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot of plays. It's a lot of yards. River Falls has put up nearly 600 yards of offense per game under offensive coordinator Joe Matheson. Caleb Blaha leads D3 with 416.8 total yards per game. And yes, so I don't know. North Central is a dynasty. That's who River Falls is playing. But still, I always got jealous of like the people who are like, my alma mater is in the CFP or my alma mater is in the college hockey tournament. Screw all that. D3 championship, January 4th, Canton, Ohio. Let's go.
Yeah.
You're excited. You're on the wagon.
Oh yeah. No, like I was just thinking in my head, they run an offense like the Mike D'Antoni NBA offense, where it's just shoot it or throw it as quickly as you can. Don't play defense and just get back out there as soon as you can possible. No, I think that's fun because I think the last thing my alma mater did, they were on Hard Knocks for the Bills this year, St. John Fisher, and I had some moments like you. I was like, oh, I was there. But I think like the most notable thing nationally they've done recently is they had like a 7-foot, 300-pound center on their basketball team. And he went viral just because everyone was like, Jesus, like this guy's huge, because they were playing like the University of Buffalo. They weren't playing anyone like huge, but everyone was just like, I think it went on viral on like Barstool, of course. So I was like, cool. Yeah, I went there. But yeah, no, that's exciting. It's always fun. Like even when like Syracuse does some stuff, because I'm from that area, like if they do some, like last year, their football team was pretty good. I was like, oh, that's cool. Like I know like the area, and I know people around there are probably pretty pumped. So like I'm sure you have some similar feelings about like people getting excited out there. It's good to be excited about something football related this time of year, since some other team fails to do that.
Well, that other team is continuing to circle down the drain because they'll play on Christmas.
Hooray!
Yeah, That's amazing. 3:30 p.m. Vikings against Lions, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Noah Eagle, Drew Brees, AJ Ross, and Diana Rossini on the call.
Yeah.
I just envision it's almost like a movie almost. Just like Diana gets off the plane, big old smile on her face. Hi, you all love me. I am Diana Rossini. I thought Aaron Rodgers is gonna be a Viking, and then you all laughed at me that he didn't need him, and now where are you? Yes.
Not that they didn't need him, but that she was very, very like set. Like he's gonna sign. He's at one. I think her colleague Mike Silver at one point said in an interview it was 50-50 between Aaron Rodgers going to the Vikings and not, and it clearly was not, because if it was 50-50, I'm pretty sure he would have probably been with the Vikings.
Yeah,
But
why would you go to the Steelers? I mean, opportunities.
yeah.
But
Oh, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go play outside for more than half my games. I'm gonna have, I would say the Vikings have better offensive weapons than the Steelers. Maybe not this year anymore. I would say the Vikings have a better play caller than the Steelers. I think Kevin O'Connell, as much as we've ragged on him, I would like to say he's better than Arthur Smith. I would like to hope so. But yeah, Diana, watch out for the black ice outside. Hopefully you don't slip.
Also Aaron Rodgers probably would have chosen here because none of our receivers would crash out and punch a fan. Apparently you shouldn't call DK Metcalf by his full name.
Yeah, I don't. Well, he said that, and other people have said that the fan said something that shouldn't be repeated, but also, yeah,
there was a video.
DK had to go out of his way. He had to go out of his way to confront that fan. Like the stands are not like, they are behind the bench, but they are not like, you can't just turn around and touch someone in the stand. So he had to go out of his way, and he's got to be better. He's a professional. He's getting paid millions of dollars, bro. Just relax. It's some stupid. The fan got what he wanted. Like he wanted to get.
He's gonna get more than that. He's gonna get off 8 Mile, baby.
I don't know.
No more Kid Rock and leaky trailers for that guy.
I haven't seen any assault charges yet or anything, or defamation or anything like that. But that fan wasn't even in a seat, so he was on the stairs, leaning over, he clearly just came down just to bug DK Metcalf, and I guess that fan was bugged him when he was with the Seahawks too or whatever. So it's not the first time, but yeah, you can't do that. I think he got suspended 2 games, and he's appealing it. So I think there's a chance it could go down to 1, because didn't Lamar Jackson shove somebody earlier this year when they played the Bills, because a fan touched DeAndre Hopkins and Lamar Jackson was trying to shove him off or whatever? He didn't get fined. So
yeah, I don't know. I think it's just the swiping
but
motion.
DK kind of pulled the guy down by his.
I mean, it was very quick. It was
Listen,
if I was that fan, I would have pissed myself.
Yes.
Just oh,
he's not a small guy. He's he's definitely the biggest receiver probably in the NFL.
Remember the photo of him coming out of college?
Yeah,
it was him and AJ Brown, and they're just
and AJ Brown isn't small either, and he made him look. He made him look like Rob Dyrdek,
right.
He's not a small player.
Just
I would not
lay off the Miller Lights.
Maybe
before the game.
poke it. I don't know, the kicker or something next time. Not DK Metcalf. My God.
choose your battles wisely.
Yeah, but it's Lions fans. They're too busy now complaining about the refs that called 2 penalties that should have been called because they were both correct. They weren't oh, this is no way, it's ticky-tack. No, they were both clearly offensive pass interference. But I think the funniest thing was when they were after review, it is a touchdown.
And everybody went nuts.
Offensive pass interference doesn't count. Game over. Sorry. Have a good night.
Should have just been Sean Hockley, where he just like goes
Oh,
on a
yeah.
20-minute like everybody's going nuts. Everybody leaves, like it's still touchdown. He's still
Did you
going.
watch the Seahawks and Rams on Thursday, right?
Yes.
Did you see right before the coin toss, the ref explained the overtime rules for like 10 minutes, like in detail, like
No.
before, and then Al and Kirk Herbstreit were like, "Well, we don't have to explain them to you anymore because the ref just did the entire thing that we have laid out here." So there you go. But I was just
It's
like,
Al
my God,
Michael.
Al
Yeah.
Michael.
That's a touchdown.
What? Yeah.
Seattle wins the
Can you imagine
game.
Al
Sam
Michaels calling
Darnold.
the Caleb Williams touchdown on Saturday? We've been like, Caleb Williams threw the ball, and looks like a touchdown. Good
There
for
goes
him.
the over.
Or
God damn it.
Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady are like jumping out of the TV booth.
Brady.
He's better. He's better.
He is better, but like sometimes I think like he just gets this like cheesy, just like
He doesn't. I don't know about like his voice. Still to me like doesn't fit TV. Like I don't know what it is about it. Just like Tony Romo, you hear it and it was like, oh, like it's like a smooth kind of like natural, like JJ Watt. Where like Brady, I feel like more high pitched. So like I don't know for whatever reason when I hear him, like I enjoy his analysis now. It's got a lot better than him being like, yeah, Kevin, it's good. It's better when the other team scores more points than the other team, so you can get wins. Yeah, now it's more like in depth. Like he was like numbering JJ McCarthy's throws a few weeks ago based on like how difficult they were and stuff like that. And now he's like going into stuff like, he's kind of doing Romo-esque things where he's predicting plays and stuff like that. So I think he's definitely gotten a lot better. And I mean, he'll probably be better even next year.
As someone who went to school for broadcasting, you don't understand how fast the game is moving
Oh yeah.
until you have the heads. And like at a professional level, it's even worse because you have producers screaming in your headset telling you,
Even like
what's going on.
calling highlights. Like I
Yeah.
remember that. I don't know if you remember, but SportsCenter had like the like anchor reality show where like people
Yeah.
tried out to be SportsCenter anchors, and people would get out and be like, he passed they were like the boom goes the dynamite people, like he passed
Yeah.
the ball and boom goes the dynamite. Like it's a lot hard. Like it looks easy because the people who are good at it make it look easy and make it sound easy. So kudos to Tom Brady because I feel like he's probably knowing him, he's probably put in the work to get better.
What a time to be alive where like people were like competing to be Sports Center anchors. Now it's like,
Right?
I can't even name one.
Compete to
But
be Stephen A's assistant now? Like is that the job?
go get chewed out by Stephen A. We got a game. Lions are favored by 5.5 as of Monday morning.
On the road.
Over under is 44.5. Probably will drop further if Max Brosmer is your starter for the Vikings. Does anything excite you about I mean, Seth Rollins is an in-studio analyst, so that's maybe it'll be like Go Bears or something. I don't know. But
Yeah. His
shoulder looks good.
His Bears are doing well. Good for him. We'll see how it goes in the playoffs. Don't envision that ending too well. I mean, I want the Vikings to win. I know people want them to lose to get a fourth place schedule and a better draft pick, but I even looked up some of the numbers today. They've been way more successful with a third place finish since 2010 than they have in fourth place. 2 of their last 3 division titles have come after they finished third place the season before. Their 14-3 season was after they finished in third place in 2023. 2017, the miracle season, was after they finished third place. And then their fourth place finishes, they haven't won a division title after that. They made the playoffs once, which was, I believe, 2008 with Tavares. But like, like a third and a fourth place schedule, I don't think it makes that much of a difference. So I would just like the Vikings to. I like it better when they win. I would like them to win on Thursday, mostly because if they win, then the Lions will be out of the playoffs immediately. So that would be at this point, if they can knock out the Lions or the Packers of the playoffs, I would be happy with both, and they'll have an opportunity. I feel like the next 2 weeks to do that. Because if the Lions win and the Packers lose, then the Vikings can knock the Packers out in Week 18 with a win, and if the Lions win. And if the Vikings win on Thursday, then they just knock out the Lions. So just one of those would be fine with me, just to make another fan base miserable that had Super Bowl expectations heading into the year.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to pick in the middle of the first round regardless.
Yeah.
The only real difference between a third and a fourth place schedule is in the NFC West. Because if you finish in fourth, you're going to get the Cardinals, who you should be able to beat. But if you finish third, you get Niners, Rams, or Seahawks, whichever team finishes at the bottom there. But also, that's one game. I think in the NFC East, it's the Commanders, which that team doesn't scare me.
Right. But a year ago, we would have been like, oh, no, they got to play the Commanders because they made the NFC Championship. They won 12 games. Same thing with like the Ravens. This year, we were like, oh, man, they got to play the Ravens. They don't look that good. So, like, even if it is a fourth place schedule or a third place schedule, like, teams vary so much from year to year that it just unless it's like first place, where a lot of those teams are more often to like stay atop, like the Bills and the Chiefs, not this year obviously, but like the Eagles and the Rams. Like, you're going to see those teams a lot more than you would like if you're in the third or fourth place schedule. So I think the Vikings are fine with whatever position they finish in. Yeah, I would like to see some more younger players out there on Thursday and next week. With, we saw some Ty Felton on Sunday against the Giants. I think he had a catch. Maybe give Ty Chandler a nice goodbye gift and let him have a couple carries before he becomes a free agent in March. So yeah, I just want him to win. I want everyone to have fun, enjoy it, watch a competitive game, and just let's go out there, guys, and just pretend like your 16-year-old self, and just what he would say if he was out there, right? That's how it's supposed to be.
It's one of my favorite signs that I see at a wrestling show is I just hope everybody has fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the food. Do you do a lot of food for Christmas, or what do you
pizza.
You just do some pizza?
It's my son's birthday, and that's his favorite food too. So cinnamon rolls in the morning, pizza for lunch, pizza for dinner. Maybe some ice cream in there too. And cupcakes too.
Like bagel bites. Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening.
French bread pizza.
French bread.
Then a regular pizza for dinner.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Red I mean, it's a good way to spend your birthday if you're a kid, right? Wake up and just eat pizza all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. We do. So my family does.
We're throwing him a Power Rangers birthday party too. So,
they're still a thing, huh?
Oh yeah, they're on Netflix.
They're on Netflix. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I used to. I'm so old. I remember like the first wave of that, and like everybody, all of a sudden they became like losers, and like, why would you watch that? I'm like, I don't know. They're doing martial arts stuff.
I've had to explain to my kids. I had to like, because it was on in the morning, so like I had to like wake up to watch it before school, and if I missed it, that's it. I didn't get to go back and watch it. They're like, what? You couldn't just like put it on when you got home? Like, no. Like, it's either that or nothing. Just
or like it was on after school and you had to like run from school to,
catch the rerun or whatever.
God forbid you had to ride the bus. Like I was lucky enough. I lived close enough to my home.
Bus? What's that? Is that like an Uber?
See, the bus? What is the bus? I don't know. Go see the Megazord, beat up Dragon Zord.
Oh, he's got a lot of those toys coming too, so I'm pretty pumped about those.
I mean, the Zord toys are pretty cool. This is how bad this team is. Like, we don't like. I'm about ready to talk about food. Like, that's what we do.
And then before on Christmas Eve, my wife makes a pierogi and kielbasa casserole. Because my side of the family, there's some Polish, so we would have pierogies on that side. And then she mixes in some of her Italian stuff because she's Italian, so we have some fish too, because they do like the 7 fishes or whatever. I don't know if you know that. So Christmas Eve dinner is pretty good too.
Yeah. I mean, we would just there's this one thing, it's cheese onion bread. So it's basically just a loaf of French bread. You cut it, you put cheese, onions, and like some mustard in there, and then you toss it in the oven. It sounds just like a grilled cheese, but
It's very simple.
it's fantastic. Like, I like that. Then I also try and make something really weird, and like we'll see if it pans out or not. But food, lots. I mean, I'll be excited for food and beer, and not so much for Max Brosmer. I shouldn't say this, but
What
I
if
know
he?
somebody who got their Christmas list with Max Brosmer starting. But
What if he goes off? What's going to happen to Chris before the next Vikings game?
I'm gonna need a ride home. That's what's gonna happen.
Because there's a chance.
You know what? If he comes back and he has a very nice game, like, good for him. I'm not making him the
pretty
starter.
good. Well, not like awesome, but he ran the show pretty good on Sunday when he was in there
Against the Giants
But,
preseason quality defense.
the Lions
Sure.
defense is not that good. Like they didn't even
like
have
I said,
had
Kelvin
hunting
Shepard's
Kirby Joseph.
Kelvin Shepard's tough guy act sure wore off quick, didn't it?
Yeah,
Just-
I saw people calling for him to be fired yesterday. I was like, I thought he did good.
Back in October, they're like, LSU should hire him.
Yeah.
Like,
happened?
what's going on here? I don't know. I mean, okay, Max Brosmer, watch him, see what happens. I think there's like 5 guys that were listed as DNPs on today's injury report. I think Brian O'Neill, TJ Hawkinson, McCarthy, Jordan
Ryan
Mason.
Kelly.
Who else?
Ryan Kelly.
Yeah, it's Ryan Kelly, DNP.
Aaron Jones. Well,
down there.
it was an estimate because he did not practice today.
Correct.
Which is another sign that JJ McCarthy is not going to play on Thursday because he can't get a full week of practice in to get his reps in. So I'm curious to see this offseason if there's a little some sprinklings of from JJ McCarthy's camp, maybe of about stuff that they didn't like about how Kevin O'Connell maybe handled things.
Well, the diving head first thing is weird. Like, they told him to dive head first instead of slide to pick up extra yardage.
Well, did you watch the Bears game when Caleb slid and he was short?
Yes.
That's why.
Yes.
But
still, diving head first doesn't seem like a long-term
diving
thing.
head first is better, but not ramming your head first into the defense like he has been, like he did on the touchdown. Like,
yeah, that was a little.
Don't do that.
Yes. I also did find it funny how Kenny Alberts and Jonathan Milma, who didn't do a lick of research for the game, they were talking about JJ McCarthy talked about hockey and it's where he gets his toughness, and then he got left the game.
Jonathan, hey, maybe that'll be our bright side, that hopefully we don't have to listen to Jonathan Vilma again until next season.
I just want Seth Rollins to show up and stop someone. That's all I want. All right, the halftime show too. We got Snoop Doggy Dogg, like he's
and the K-pop band or whatever too. They're gonna be there too.
Your kids will be happy.
They will. They will.
I know them.
Didn't Justin Jefferson say like he wanted to meet Snoop Dogg or something? I think I saw that last week. I was like, well, it's gonna be more exciting than the game probably. So,
and don't let Jordan Addison around him. Anyway,
no,
too far.
Snoop doesn't drink. Well, he probably does, but like Addison's. Well, no, never mind. Slippery slope.
Predictions. What is your prediction?
I don't. Do I want the Lions or the Packers out of the playoffs more? I think the Lions.
Packers.
Really? Well, for you, Packers, but
look, here's the thing with the Packers. Like, it's just like I cover both teams for the RBN.
Yeah.
And the Packers by far are the most annoying fan base out there. And I know too, like
Really? More than the Lions?
Here's the thing too. The Packers don't actually lose games. I don't know if you know that, but nobody beats the Packers like the Packers. Just ask a Packer fan, right? Nobody actually beats the Packers. The Packers let them win games. And they're also 8 deep at every position. So like Micah Parsons gets hurt. I mean, Colin Oliver, you don't know who he is, but you just don't know ball. He's the next Micah Parsons because, like, I don't know, they cross streams in a bathroom or something. Just it's the most ridiculous thing ever. And I mean, you know, I hate the whole feud with reporters things. I have a couple of feuds with reporters that I probably should drop, but at the same time, it's just like, how fucking full of yourself are you? So like, I would love to see Green Bay go from unstoppable Super Bowl contender Michael Parsons to enjoy the offseason, losers. But
no, I think either way I'd be happy if I just want one win out of these next two. So and for it to result in one of these teams missing the playoffs, because it would just make the season a little more enjoyable and on a kind of a high note. That being said, this week I don't think the crowd's going to be very lively on Christmas.
What are you talking about? It's winter whiteout.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'll go with the Vikings. Who cares? Whatever. Fuck it. Let's get crazy and go like shootout, like 40-35. Will Reicher's going to have 10 field goals.
Lions 37, Vikings 6.
Oh no.
Worst Christmas. Declan Goff.
Worse than Alvin Kamara?
What's that?
Worse than Alvin Kamara?
I don't think it'll be worse. That was pretty bad.
That was bad.
But Declan Goff of Purple Daily did a good job of laying out all the Christmas hijinks the Vikings have had over the last 25 years or so. It's not great. Plus, if Max Brosmer is starting, I have no faith in this offense. He might look better. Like he should. Against
you can't look any worse. Can he look? Can he really look? We didn't think it could get any worse, and then Brosmer came. Can he look any worse?
Statistically, no, because it was the worst. It was the worst performance as an offense in franchise history.
Worse than that blind guy or whatever, right?
It was so bad. Kevin O'Connell was like, "Okay, maybe this shit isn't
working. We got to fix our offense." Okay.
I don't know. He just seeing his pet project, Max Brosmer, lying in a pool of his own blood.
You saw Jeremy Fowler yesterday. He had to get out the tweet about the Vikings really love Brosmer's like makeup or whatever. And like, shut up. Just let him play.
Yeah, I have no faith. Maybe 37-6 is a little, but I think the Lions win this game. So
Are you gonna do the Van Ginkel on Thursday? That's the biggest question.
Oh, on Underdog?
Yeah, with Goff and Van Ginkel. I don't
Absolutely.
know. Oh, okay.
We're not doing a read for that. Yeah, I know. He was very close to getting one. We don't do the read for them today, but pro tip, if you go on the app and you look at Andrew Van Ginkel, if defensive interception is on there,
it's like 13 times
it's usually like 13, 14x. And then you do that and you pair it with the interception of the quarterback. So in this case, it would be Goff. You pair those up and you're basically cheering for a Van Ginkel pick prop.
Almost made $200 on Sunday. That would have made JJ McCarthy's injury a lot more
more tolerable.
Yeah, tolerable.
All right, so it is the holiday week. What's going on at the Viking Age?
Not a whole lot because it's the holiday week. We will be off most of the week, but the site will still be kicking. We'll have some evergreen pieces up, maybe some early look aheads to the off season, since hopefully that stuff can't be ruined before Thursday. But yeah, still always go check out VikingAge.com. We'll still have updates on if McCarthy's going to play, if he's not, if his season is over, or fun stuff like that. Who Kevin O'Connell calls out this week, and then when he talks more about pure progressions, because apparently everyone just can't stop talking about pure progression offense because it's so fascinating. So go check it out, thevikingage.com.
My mind goes to every time I hear pure progression, goes to like the adult store that was down the road from my hometown, Pure Pleasure. And I'm just like,
Kirk Cousins talking about that.
pure progression offense. It's the greatest offense you've ever seen. Have you ever heard about Max Brosmer? Max Brosmer, he might be even better than JJ McCarthy. I don't know. Have you ever heard about Jay? Did you know that he played for the Gophers and he went in and blah!
We're gonna clip that.
Well, you can read my Viking stuff over at zonecoverage.com. I wrote about how the Vikings are having a National Lampoon's Christmas. Hallelujah. Holy shit. I also write about Twin stuff at Zone Coverage as well as Wild stuff at Hockey Wilderness. Check out the FanSided RBN network to keep up with everything that's going on in the NFC North as well. Dairyland Express for the Packers, DeWindy City for the Bears, and Detroit Jock City for the Lions. But of course, you don't care about those teams because this is the Viking Age podcast, the official podcast of the VikingAge.com. We do this every Tuesday and Friday morning right here on the Viking Age YouTube channel. We're in podcast form on Apple and Spotify the very next day. However you consume us, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe so you never miss a new episode and we can spread the word to the masses. I am Chris Schad at The Real Chris Schad. He is Adam Patrick at Adam Patrick NFL. 4 letters, 1 word. Skull.